yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah.
Hey, how are you all doing? Back on the Love Cycling channel. We are rocking a bit of a new setup here. Got better, hopefully the audio and the mic's better. The video's in HD, and we should be looking a little bit better. I'm not, but you should clearly be able to see that I'm not a little bit better. Anyway, tonight we have got Mad Monday, and it's race 3, and I am excited and at the same time nervous about this one. I'm going to get straight into my warm-up here. Annoyingly, last couple of rides, I didn't even check if everything's paired up. Annoyingly, last couple of rides I've had no big ring on this bike, but a simple bit of indexing on the front derailleur and we're done. I may be able to have full audio during the race tonight. I will leave the fan running, so you will unfortunately hear annoying buzz. But I'm kind of hoping it's much improved, so I can actually have the audio running during the race. You can hear me breathing real heavy. So let's talk about tonight's race. So this is it's 3 laps, and it's on the Richmond circuit, which is where Sagan won the UCI World Championships, and it's it's the second ever course that they put on Zwift, and it's a little bit different this time. So Richmond full course, normal course, is a mimic of the world's course, and what you have is 3 hills at the end. 2 of them are short but very steep, and one of them is it's still steep but it's long, and so, you know, perfectly suited for someone like Sagan, who's not only all round but he's an exceptional sprinter. So for a guy like him, Cancellara, that type of guy, it's a great course. But this is interesting. Now listen to this. So instead of doing the Richmond course that way round, it's flipped round the other way. So we're doing it reverse, but those 3 hills only come into play on the first lap, and then they're never to be seen again. The rest of the ride is flat. So what does that mean? It means that the race is going to go full gas, full crazy from the gun, because these hills are right at the start of the race. So race begins in 40 minutes, guys, so if you want to come back then, please do so. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy race. So I mean, my aim is, so I've seen a field, and it's not looking too good for me. It's a strong C category field, and there's some top C cat riders in there. So my aim is, obviously, what I need to do is get through those 3 hills, and then hopefully hang on to the group and suck some will on the flats, because me being a small rider, the flats are no good for me, and me being quite overweight at the moment, the hills are no good for me, so I think I'm going to be in trouble early on, but I am interested, I am excited, and I am going to be giving it absolutely everything up those hills, because like I say, I know if I can get up those hills and stay with that group, that's it. I'm kind of hoping I can hang on to at least finish with a front bunch. But it's a big field. It's a big field today, and like I say, there's some strong riders up there. And how do I know that? Well, I go into Zwift Power and I see who's entered. And that was this morning. So there's obviously, you're going to get more people that have entered. And make it harder, make it easier. So yeah, that was the case this morning. So we shall see. But on top of that, two of those hills have com points on them. So first one up, not the fastest time, but first one up is gonna, I'll put some more power down here, is gonna see some points. And then on the second lap sprint section, there's also going to be points up for grabs. Now, I'm certainly myself in no shape to be contesting any comms or sprints. Give me a couple of weeks. I need to get a few long rides outside and keep building, and I'll be up there. And we shall see, because my best sort of routes are climbing, although I'm more suited to a mountain type climb than a short, sharp climb. But let's see, last race on Friday I had a bit of a sprint in me, which surprised me. I'm gonna have to turn the fan on, guys. That's not the fan. That's the fan. Right, oh jeez. Slacking. I'm gonna go into YouTube chat. If someone could send me a comment and let me know how that sounds. Is it bearable? That's all I want to know. I know it's a pain in the arse, listening to the buzzing of the fan, but could someone whack me a message on YouTube and just let me know if that fan is bearable for your ears? I know it's a pain, like I say, but I want to get an idea of how it sounds for you guys. The last thing I want to do is make your ears hurt. I want to make your legs hurt. I want to make my legs hurt. I don't want to make those legs, the people I'm racing against, legs hurt. But yeah, your ears, not tonight. So we're just warming up here. Thanks for all the ride-ons, guys. Much appreciated. The legs are feeling good again, which is worrying, because the last time they felt good, they didn't have the best ride. Although I did okay. And the times that they felt shockingly bad, I've done really well. So Go figure. Alright, let's get this one in. I don't know why the other sessions are at 195 watts and this one's at 200. Yeah, if someone could hit me up a message on a live chat and let me know if the noise of the fan is unbearable or it's okay. I really appreciate if someone could do that for me. I know you've got to type on the keyboard, I know. It's like such a pain. Alright, so we take it back now and we got another ramp up. If you need to know how to get workouts into Zwift, loads of videos out there. How to get your custom workouts into Zwift. Save some for the race. Michael, do me a favour. How's the sound in terms of audio? Is that fan light driving you to turn it off, or is it acceptable? Anyway, Michael, this is my normal warm-up session. It's served me very well in a lot of races, and this is exactly the same warm-up. If I was doing a crit outside, I would do exactly this. We're all different. This warm-up was given to me by a very good coach, Mr. Hindy, if you're watching, the Welsh wizard, Gags. Yeah, it was given to me by that coach, and God's an absolute beast. It's worked well for me. I've adjusted this warm-up a little bit. Great, thanks for that, Nick and Michael. Really appreciate the feedback. I'm so happy I can leave the fan on actually, and because that means during a race you'll get to hear the full audio of me heavy breathing, and we love a bit of heavy breathing on this channel. Yeah, so yeah, the warm up I've adjusted a little bit. I said, repeating myself from the last video, but I adjusted it a little bit to remove one of the ramp ups. So I do this ramp up and then another one, and whilst I did pretty well in a lot of races, I'd have some races where I didn't do so well, and what I found was, and it's pure chance, so I was doing the warm up but I was running late, so I couldn't fit in that extra ramp up, and so I missed it, and I just did a 5 minutes cool down like I'm going to do after this ramp up, and I did the best race I've ever done. And I was like, well, there you go, that is what I'm going to use now. So I just edited the workout, and this is where we're at. It's a taxing workout. Sometimes you do it and your legs are just like, what the hell? Like you feel like you shouldn't be doing it before a race, but yeah, works for me, and it works for a lot of people. It's kind of like a standard workout before a crit race. And it's certainly, the idea is just to get your muscles warmed up in preparation for what's to come. Never, I would suggest, and I've done it before, but never go into a race out on the road. I wouldn't even go into a normal ride out on the road without doing a warm-up. If you're not warming up, then you're risking muscle damage and injury. Sorry, more injury. You also can affect the performance of your ride by not warming up. So, highly suggest doing a warm up. This is crit specific, this warm up. So I wouldn't suggest doing this warm up for any ride other than you know, a really hard ride or a crit race, to be honest. What you should do is just warm up gradually. Maybe do sort of 5 sets where you're doing a minute at zone 1, and then you're doing a minute at sort of zone 2.7, something like that. And then you just repeat that 5 times. So a minute at zone 1, minute at zone 2.7, minute at zone 1. Do that 5 times, and you should be good to ride after that. 10-minute warm up basically. So you've got plenty of time before the race. Just popped up in the left hand corner, kind of under my thighs, which you probably can't see as it's counting down towards the race now. In fact, you probably can see it. I've got a delay on my feed. We shall see. Yeah, Mike, you got to get out of that habit if you can, of course. I mean, I was like that. I mean, I've turned up to crit races full well knowing that you do your warm up early and you get to the front. You don't want to be starting at the back in a crit race. Same goes on here actually. If you want to if you don't want to put so much effort in at the start, I highly suggest you get yourself warmed up and sit in the pen as early as possible, as in real life, if you can. But you must keep warm, because if you don't keep warm, your muscles will just go cold and you're back to square one. So yeah, I don't race outside in the winter, so I'm just not that kind of guy. I like it hot, I like it steamy, and I like it moist. No, I don't like it moist. I like it dry, hot and sunny. That's how I like to race. That's what I like to race in. Yeah, I am a fair weather cyclist. Call me a tart, I don't care. Whatever. That's how I roll. Yeah, no, Nick, I strongly suggest a structured warm-up. In fact, I helped out one of our guys. Was it Michael himself, or was it someone else? I don't know his last name. It was definitely a Michael, but I helped out one of our team members, and I'm happy to help anyone out as far as a warm-up. Let me turn that fan off, because I'm good. So yeah, I'm happy to help out with warm-ups. I can actually send this file to you. Let me show you how this live chat thing works. So yeah, it's not like a normal recording, so I wouldn't see your comments come up. It would be in a chat, wouldn't it? I guess a comment on the video, or hit me up on a message on Facebook, and I'm happy to send this warm out to you. And bear in mind, I've just done a video of how to install this into Zwift. Very easy, guys. I'm not going to explain it to you. You can watch a video. I can't be asked talking about it, but very easy to do. But I can send this warm up to you, and it will adjust itself to your FTP. So if your FTP I don't know, 300 watts, that workout that you see in the top left corner will be adjusted to your FTP. So don't worry, you won't be doing a puny 195 watts. You'll be doing 300 watts. That's it, whatever your FTP is. So yeah, it'll adjust to your FTP. So it's not me specific, but it is a custom workout. And I did make it. And I'll take the gold star if you're going to give me it. But no, I'm happy to help. So if you hit me up on a message, more than happy to help. And any tips, set up, anything you want, ask away. Been doing this since beta, guys, so I have a fair bit of knowledge about Zwift and cycling in general. I've been cycling now for about 6 years. I'm not like, you know, not the most experienced in it, but yeah, I've been cycling for about 6 years, so I know my stuff. I've done crits, I've done those Grand Fondas in the UK and in Scotland actually. That was a bloody ride that I'll never do again. I've ridden a couple of times in Scotland, and the one race I decided to do up there, it was a bloody ex-hurricane. It was like 65 mile/hour wind, and I wasn't the most experienced riding in a race in a peloton, and it's like I'm literally riding like this on the side with people like 10 centimeters from my shoulder, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, it really scared me, to be honest. Racing out in the real world takes a bit of getting used to, guys. Time trials, easy, no worries. You only got to worry about yourself. Crit racing and condos and things like that, that's a different story. You've really got to have your wits about you. I suggest doing some sort of race training if you can. It really helped me. I'm a rubbish racer, but it helped me not be so worried. So that's a warm up, just 21 minutes. You know, sweating my absolute nads off. And but what I will say is these babies are rearing and ready to go. And what I'm just going to do is quit this ride because I like to. I know. I think Zwift says it as a separate ride these days, but I'm an old timer, so I've got to save it. I'm going to restart Zwift and what's Nick saying? Sorry, Nick, I was busy waffling away. Well, Zwift Power is where it really counts, Nick, so congratulations on taking that podium in the DCAT. Let me know what setup you've got. I'd love to know. Obviously, being new to Zwift, there's so much to learn on here for racing. It's crazy. The tactics, and if you've got a team to race with, I don't know if you're in Team TFC, Nick, or not. Let me know. But if you've got a team to race with, then you want to get Discord going. In fact, let me see where we are with Discord. Sorry, and I'll get that up and running. Yeah, if you've got a team, you can communicate with them on Discord and have some real fun and help each other out, and it's fantastic. You won't, you're not going to get that out on the road unless you're a very, very good level and racing for a team. I don't want to hit that. Right, so I'm just loading up Zwift, guys. Pre-race nutrition, dinner. With an evening race, I have dinner 2 hours before the race, at least 2 hours before the race starts. He says, because I try to do it every time and it never happens. And when your wife is Mauritian. Nothing happens on time. I'm half English, half Mauritian, by the way, guys. My wife's from Mauritius. And I have this island mentality, and nothing is rushed. And hence, everything's late. Shh, she can't hear me. Right, so Andy Beveridge. Just looking at your name, hopefully you can see the stream later on, but you got a space between the A and the N. That's my OCD is getting really pathetic these days. Look, I'm noticing that, and that's actually bugging me, and I feel the need to tell you guys that there's a space between the A and the N in the word Andy Beveridge. Jesus Christ, I need to see a psychiatrist. This is getting silly. Where's Tanya? Oh man. Yeah, Andy, sort that out. It's really bugging me. It's really annoying. Oh, incidentally, speaking of Andy, nice try last week. Let's get blocky, they said, and I saw it come up, and it made me laugh, and I thought, no, they're not getting me, and guess what happened? They got me. So I was like, okay. I haven't sprinted in such a long time. It's unbelievable. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit on their wheel. There was two of them, by the way. They're teammates, but we have a bit of. That's what I love about this team. We have a lot of banter, and let me get in a pen whilst I'm waffling away. We have a lot of banter, so we wasn't contesting a win or anything. We was. I can't remember what it was, but anyway. So these two guys, two of my teammates, they caught me. I was about, I don't know, a minute behind, 30 seconds, I don't know. They managed to catch me with about 1.5k to go. So I was like, okay, you got me now, guys. So, can you hear the ice cream, babe? So you got me now, guys. So I just sat on their wheel. And it got to 300 metres, I'm thinking, I'm waiting for you. None of them sprinted. I was like, okay, I need to go now. So I started sprinting and got a slight jump, but nothing major. And managed to carry the sprint just to the line. So I'm really happy with that. Wow, Nick, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's great. I love hearing stories like that. A little bit about a little story of mine. I mean, I had about, when was it? It was 5-6 years ago now. I can't remember, but I had a slipped disc, and I couldn't walk. I could not walk, and the fact that I can now cycle up mountains and I have in real life. This is not just on Zwift, by the way, for those that keep saying that Zwift is a load of whatever. I've done. A lot of my friends know that I've cycled up various mountains in real life, namely Alpe d'Huez, Izoard. In fact, I've done that twice in one ride. I've done the Dolomites, the French Alps. I've done loads of mountains. So. Back and the point is that my back was absolutely fine. It's amazing. So to see someone who's had a heart transplant 20 months ago, and this guy Nick, he's now racing on Zwift. That's it's fantastic. I mean, it's brilliant. Success stories, positivity is what we need, guys. But especially what's going on in the world right now. I'm not with all this negativity. I know what's happened is I don't want to get political or anything with this George Floyd business, what's going on, and I get why they're protesting, but I'm not for these riots or looting, and it's just disgusting what's going on in that respect. And I'm sure those peaceful protesters would agree with me, and I hope they do. And then you've got this whole COVID thing, and then you've got the racists on the other side going, oh, well, they don't, blah, blah. And I was just like, shut up, let's just, do you know what I mean? Can we just live? Let's ride your bikes. just, you know, just ride your bikes or something. Chill. Go and do something constructive with your life instead of negativity all the time. But anyway, it's tiring me out watching social media and all that rubbish. So I'm not going to go on about it. That's the last I'm going to say about it, in fact. But anyway, getting back to riding my bicycle. Yeah, pre-race nutrition. So dinner 2 hours before, and 2 minutes maximum of 2 minutes. Minimum of 2 minutes before. So no later than 2 minutes before the race, I will drop a gel, and that will suit me good. If you know, for an hour, if the race is an hour and 25, I'll try and keep to 1 gel. If it starts going over an hour and a half, then I shall drop another one. I'm not putting carbs in my drinks anymore. I don't feel the need for it. I used to do all that, but not anymore. So you've got a mountain bike on your Cyclops H2, Nick, as well. Do you put? I'm gonna assume you put a turbo trainer tyre on that. Is that a direct drive turbo trainer? Let me have a look at that actually. What is a Cyclops H2? I know what a Cyclops is, but I don't know the exact setup of that. Cyclops H2. Oh, it's a direct drive, right? So you don't have to worry about your Oh, it's a nice trainer. That's a very nice trainer. I likey. Yeah, that's a smart trainer as well. So your power's coming direct off the trainer. Awesome. My setup is I've got an Elite Turbo Mewin. It's quiet and it allows me to sprint at 2,000 watts, which is unfortunately not enough for me, as I tend to put out 3,000. But yeah, I make do with a 2,000 watts resistance on it, or 2,200, whatever. I mean, what's 800 watts between friends? I'm of course joking. I don't even hit 1,000 watts. I don't think. No, I don't hit 1,000 watts on my sprints. So I'm only little. I'm like 5'3", so if I hit 1,000 watts, I'm gonna be hurting a lot of people on my weight at 1,000 watts. Yes, I've got an Elite Turbo Mewin. It is a they call it a Smart B or something like that. So it puts out power, but the power that it puts out is absolute rubbish. Load of crap. So I've got a Stages power meter, which is a left side crank. So it only reads left leg only, and then tells you what it is both sides. And I've compared that against Garmin Vector 3 pedals and get the exact same power output. So more than happy with it. And my balance also coming off those Vector pedals was 50-50. So again, you know, I'm happy with the Stages. I've had it for, I reckon, about 4 years now, and it just won't let me down. Sorry, I had a first generation one that got damaged by water, and then I had that replaced by Stages, and yeah, they're fantastic. Brilliant power meters. And the good thing is, so I've got my Holdsworth Silvio, my first ever road bike, on the turbo trainer. It's a carbon road bike. It's done me proud, and it still does me proud during the winter. I've got 2 bikes, and I've got this bike. Oh, you can't see it, and I can't be bothered to show you. But I've got a Basic Racer, which I kind of built the frame, built up by myself, and I just transfer the Stages power meter onto that bike when I go outside, and it takes me 2 minutes to transfer that crank over. So yeah, exactly, Nick. They certainly do. They certainly do. Yeah, direct drive, wheel off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it looks like a very good trainer, that actually. I wonder how it compares. I'm not seen too much about that. I'll have to have a look at some YouTube videos and see the review on it. You got a DC Rainmaker review. That guy reviews absolutely everything. Wonder if he's got a chili cam review on there. I just bought these chili cams for my bike.
Run on!
Yeah, it's that's good. I reckon you could improve on that. Watts, that's pretty good watts. That's, I think mine's peak was around about that. When you say that's your max watts, is that like your max watts for a second? Is that like 10 seconds, 15 seconds? I know I peaked at I can't remember now. Was it 870 watts for like 15 seconds? And I was 61 kilos. So it's kind of it's weight relative, and to be honest, I've never tried that for about 2 seconds. Yeah, that's the thing. That's one of the things where you learn about sprinting. So it's sprinting. It's all good having a 927 or 1,500 max watts, but if you can only hold it for 2 seconds, then it's not going to serve you well in a sprint. You need to be holding that for like 10 seconds, or 8 seconds at the very least. But yeah, I never train my sprints. I mean, I do sprint training, certainly do sprint training, but I don't train to sprint. I'm just too small. What's the point? What's the point? So when I was in good form, I was more training to be a climber type rider, because I'm so small. I mean, what else can I do? I'm not going to sprint. I'm way too small to sprint. So yeah, climber, puncher type rider. I like hills. I mean, where I live in Kent, it's hilly as hell around here, and they're short, sharp, and nasty. So yeah, puncher or climber. I to be honest, personally, I prefer a long mountain climb to any other terrain, and you even flat and downhill. I'd rather climb a mountain. It may sound crazy, but that's just what I like doing. I just like climbing mountains, and not the kind of mountains that alter all over the place. I'm talking like the Alps kind of mountains, the ones that are sort of 4 to 6, 7%. I don't really enjoy anything over 7%. I mean, I'll do it, it's not a problem, but I'm just saying I prefer sort of that range and constant, so I can just keep tapping out that rhythm. That's what I like doing. So yeah, so we've got oh well, that's all right. I mean, like Nick, you can totally train your sprint, and you obviously did well. I mean, you obviously did well because you won your race. Whether you had to sprint for it in your first race, I don't know. Sounds like you did, because that was your highest peak on your first race, so you did obviously put a sprint in, some kind of a sprint. Have you done an FTP test, Nick, by the way? I'd like to know. So we've got the chat on Zwift as well going. Oh, this guy, he was in the ride last time. Oh, I must get Discord up and running. Bear with me. Is it up and running? Is it? Oh, I need to save this. Save that. And where is Discord? It's not, normally it starts straight up. I think it is running. I just ain't joined the channel. I ain't joined channel, mate. So I am rocking a Tron bike on Zwift, pink wheels, pink socks for the win. Nick, highly suggest you change your socks to pink, mate. It's very important for the win. Serious bit of kit. What's going on with Discord? I can't even see it. What's it doing? Yeah, that's not good. Earth to Discord. Can I exit it? Close window. Let's see if I can exit it completely. There it is there. Quit Discord. Looks like it's being a bit silly. So I've reloaded it. So we get the team on the live stream. Wind up some CryoGen members there. Tam, if you're watching, mate, just winding up your crew. So what have we got? So here we go. We're on Discord now. Let's join the CCAT. We got the guys in here. I can't hear them. Why can't I hear them? Oh, I can hear them.
Another one.
Hey, Andy.
Oh shit. Andy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome, awesome. It keeps, every time I hit the push the talk button, it closes down Discord, so I can't see what's going on.
Yeah. So you just got to go off like a rocket today, or you're going to be dropping on the flat bit.
Should do with the seats down. Say with the seats down there. Stage, massive stage, pretty big.
I just realised
Sorry about that, everyone
you
heard
guys
me
can
chatting
hear
then.
me passing wind. That's not good. Alright,
Yeah, I didn't have it set.
Right. Zwift Power.
I had it on the other day, and I had, this is your race, Andrew. You know, the one with your, and I had your heavy breathing coming out of my phone. Somebody else's phone, like one of my wife's friends, I pick up her phone, and I realise in the background, there's all this like really heavy breathing. It's like really, I'm trying to find my phone and turn it off. I couldn't get the off button, I just turned it up. I don't need that on like normal phone calls.
That wasn't me, because I was muted the whole race.
Oh, right, it was somebody heavy breathing on your channel. And it was,
Yeah, I think that was John Sadler or someone like that. Yeah, I had it through the whole race. Like that, it was recorded on the whole video because I didn't turn the volume off. But yeah, I know that must have been funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure she heard it. I could hear it in the background all the time. I think we just turned that thing off. Yeah, I tuned it out in my own head until someone else was calling, and then I started hearing it again.
So what's the tactic, guys? Are you gonna? Is everyone just gonna gun it from the start?
It depends how I feel, but I was going to sort of try and push it on the incline and drop some of the big lads.
I'm going to push it on the incline so that I've got a gap that I've got a chance of closing with some big people. I don't think we won't close it to the really front runners like Neil, but anyone who's light and not strong, we could get back.
Yeah, I think I've just got to go full gas up these climbs, especially, well, the first two, not so much the third one. The third one, you've got to pace it a little bit because it's a bit longer.
Yeah, it's a long one.
But it's going to be...
Ride on!
Jesus. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
Alright guys, we are looking at 2 minutes to go. 187 on the customer seat. Yeah, you're right on that limit, Nick. You'll probably get promoted very, very soon. Cheers, Shane, you absolute beast. You're not riding today?
Have you ridden the start before in another race? We did it once, didn't we?
I've never done this one before.
I think we did a reverse UCI one time a few months ago.
No, I wouldn't have done that myself then.
Okay, one minute to go. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck. Give
luck,
us a
all.
shout if you need me.
You live streaming now, then, Andy?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to say that. I am live streaming and our audio is coming through. I do apologise. Next time I'll try and cut out that audio
Right on.
for the live stream, or at least let you guys know.
Right.
Sorry about that. I should always let people know when they're being live streamed. It's always polite. Okay. Alright, here we go, guys. Gonna whack this fan on from the start. Screw it. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, that's a fast start, guys. A really fast start. I want to stick with this lead group now. Big field out there. Huge field. And we got splits already. Okay, I can ease off a little bit to go downhill. That was a fast start. Right, don't want to get dropped here. Woo! And we're just gonna need to hit this climb hard. Ouch. Come on, legs. Ah, fuck. Shit. Come on. Okay, not good. We're split. Lost contact there. This one's gonna hurt. No big ring. Oh, we couldn't get in a big ring, guys. That's the excuse. Come, Johnny. Nah, I won't go in a big ring. Ah.
Look after us, Bobby.
Andy, you're about 5 seconds behind us. 4.
Gaining fast. Up to speed. Well done.
I lost my big ring, so it wouldn't go in the big ring, so I got screwed on that last climb.
Hey, lads, Jules Campbell here.
Did hurt.
Doing 6 hours in the front group.
Yeah, I think I'm in this racing group.
Let's see where we are.
Another fine coming up, basically. The long blue one.
Oh, we've got a climb coming up. Hell. Well done, Andy.
Come by. Kelvin. I'm rambling glossy. I can't hold it.
Now you done well, mate.
Oh, not bad.
7 TFC in this front group. I've got 15. And do you guys in it? Yeah, Neil, I'm in it. I'll come back. See you at the back.
Me and Andy are way back, but we're in a group.
Oh, the tough start.
Alright, we'll catch them few in front. My knees are killing me. Oh, that really hurt.
Come round, Blocky, come round.
Guys in this group need to work. We can catch them. If not, we won't. Alright, we're catching. Well done guys, good chase. Whew. All right, where are we at? Take a bit of a rest. A bit of work there. Cheers, Dave. Alright, let's bring some riders back in. We're doing alright. Not sure where we are. Sorry, 5:19. Not really telling me the time gap here. So we got no more of those climbs, guys. It's just flat with a few bumps and nothing really. I'm not sure. Let me get out of front, see if I can see what the gap is. 17 seconds. A couple of riders up the road. Taking a bit of a dig down here. Whoa! What's going on? Come back on the chat. Yeah, we did. Uh, 40 seconds plus. Okay. Oh no. What's going on with Zwift? Awesome. Thanks, Shane. You're eating a burrito. So apparently 40 seconds on the front group and we're closing. We're certainly catching these up ahead. Yeah, I think I'm maybe losing my Wi-Fi, but it's holding up. So if I lose it completely, these riders will drop off the screen. I lose a draft and it's game over, or race over. So we can, hopefully these riders here can catch on to our group and come with us, because the more we are, the faster we go. So we're 1 minute 14 off the front. Or are we? I don't know. Yeah, we are. So they've gained on us, which is strange. We need to sort out my indexing on the bike. It's not good. So lap 2 is a sprint, which is start there. Not that one. And next time we come up to it, there'll be sprint points, but it's the first across the line. So unless we're in that front group, we don't get points. No one in this group will get points. I don't want to get caught behind this guy. I wonder what the gap is now. Let's have a look. I'm at 35, I reckon. So they're gaining. Yeah, 137. Unfortunately, I don't think we're catching them. I think we're losing time, if anything. can't really do much work, guys. My legs are hurting from those climbs. Got a lot of pain in my legs. But my aim is finish up with this group, see where it takes me, have a little sprint at the end. I must have some real hard work courses on the front group, and just not allowing us to get back on. Yeah, 1:34. So gained 3 seconds back. But, I don't think we'll be catching them. Let's see if I can see who's up front. Not too many. Oh yeah, a few Team TFCs up there. Got Brian, Eric, Neil Ward, I believe Ashley Grimes. So got a few up there. Whew. I told you those climbs were going to be hard, and they were proved. I said I was nervous, and they got me. Didn't help getting caught between the small ring and the big ring. Thought I sorted it, but obviously not. So hey ho. Sure what's going on there. The 156, yeah, they're pulling away. Too strong for us. On lap 3 now, guys and girls. What's the plan, Andy? What's the plan?
Survive with 2K to go.
We're not catching the front group, we're losing them.
Yeah, they're gone.
Are you going to beat me in a sprint today?
I might do some kamikaze attacks front in the last 2K and make them drink. If I'm still there.
Say that again.
If I'm still there,
Yeah.
I may pointlessly attack at like 2K, just to tire out Diane.
Awesome, shall I go with you?
Not the first time.
Do you want me to go with you?
Not the first time. Not fade. What's Dave Hill doing now?
Oh, that's when you're going to go, is it?
Like he is, just having a go, try to have to react, don't they?
Sorry, mate, I'm struggling to hear you. What are you saying?
Don't do anything to catch up the yellow shirt to attack.
Don't do anything what?
Like Dave Hill's attack, don't do anything wanting to leave.
Oh, if they attack, don't do anything. Is that what you said? Andy, how about I set up the attack for you, so I attack at 2.5 and you attack at 2.
You can try it, but I never have anything left.
Well, how are you feeling? Do you think you can do it?
Struggling to close this gap, to be honest, Andy.
Okay, we won't do it. Quite fancy an attack. I'm feeling good. I might go for a long sprint on about 800 metres if I'm still there.
That M Wood is a strong one. Dig here. It's 20 seconds ahead.
Never had Zwift bug out so much. Oh my god! Every time we're taking a turn. Bit of an attack here.
Don't look bad.
Go on, Danny.
I'll finish lads, I came 24. Well, I finished, I came 24th, but looking at
The figure ahead use the apple. Using the note, I'd be able to scale that.
top guy.
So rubbish.
Well, I'm nothing left. I don't know. Well on.
I haven't struggled to stay in the front group like that for a long time. I was hanging on after the first couple of hills.
Yeah, it's a tough start, isn't it? That was hard. Just round up and up that last 2K, didn't it?
Well done, fellas.
But saw your 800 metre sprint, but didn't hold it, did you?
No, I died in the last couple of seconds.
I died even as I was winding up the sprint, I was dying. Hey, that is 3 of TFC Hurricane sea riders and that. Michael Kirsten, pretty strong sea rider who won last week. You can see now, so.
Oh, really?
How'd you do, Neil? 24th, so.
Yeah, 24th in C. I don't know where I'll be on Zwift Park because there's loads of DQs ahead of me.
Right. That was a tough
Let me see
race.
if I can see.
I quite like the flat finish though, where we caught everyone. It was fun.
Right on!
Oh, right, I need a rest day.
I don't think there's a lot of DQs in this race, to be honest. There's one B that's in there, and someone maybe not categorised, but I'm not seeing anyone over category.
Yeah, there's a chap called Miguel that does it every week. He's in there. The guy that 4.3 size. There's just two that.
Yeah, everyone else seems available. Number 9 is 3.4. I got 11th place. Just picked on the line. Happy with that.
Yeah, that start was quite sustained high power, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was nervous about those hills. I knew it was going to break apart, and it was a case of if you can stay with the front group on the first 3 climbs, then you laugh until the end.
Yeah, but I think Dave and Michael did well. I think I just missed that first split. Calculated though, because I thought if I went to the first split, I wouldn't make the hill.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with me. I mean, I know on the I think the 3rd climb, or I can't even remember now. Was it 2nd or 3rd climb? I lost my big ring, and I was trying to go into it, and it just kept clicking and clicking for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It screwed me right up.
We gained on. I didn't expect to gain on you. We were in a little group, but we gained on you fast, so you must have been backing about.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. I'll watch it back and see what happened. Yeah, it's so annoying.
I think we'd have got you anyway. You'd only got into that group with Dave Hill ahead of us, so we'd have got you.
Yeah, I reckon so. I mean, my legs were really, really hurting after that. Like the tops of my knees were really hurting, which I don't normally get.
Anyway, cheers, Andy. I'm going to just cool down.
Yeah, good race. I enjoyed that, nevertheless. And I'll see you all later. I've got a live stream, so you can watch it back if you want on the YouTube channel.
We'll do. Watch this bit. Hi, Harry. We're off now. How's your race?
Hey, cheers.
All right, thanks for the company. See you next week or on the TT.
Okay, see you at the TT. Bye then.
See you later, Andy. See ya. How you doing, Howie?
Hey, how's it going?
I mean, I've been better. I've just done a race, so, you know.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I'm not sure. I need to watch that back. Maybe I could have done a bit better. I had a bit of trouble going into the big ring. I'm not entirely sure whether that screwed me up completely or my legs let me down a little bit. But I didn't do too bad, I guess. I wanted to hang out with the front group, get up the first 3 climbs, but I didn't manage it. So got in the group behind and stayed with that and did fairly well in a long sprint. Fairly well. Just lost it at the end.
Yeah, me too. I missed out on that front group. Usually I can stick with them a little bit longer, and then I was relegated to a second group that was kind of underperforming, at least for my level. And then I couldn't take off by myself because, they just swallowed me back up again, and then I'm just stuck with them till the end of the sprint.
Yeah, that's annoying. When you know you're in a group, when you know if you had workers with you, you could catch them, but no one's working hard enough.
Yeah. So anyhow, it was good. Lee Robinson beat me this time. I think it's the first time he's beat me.
Oh, the apprentice is taking over the masters, isn't he?
Yeah, he's usually a good 10, 20 or 10 spots behind me, but then he was in that group with me, and he's a good sprinter, so he sprinted me. you think I gotta outweigh him by 20, 30, 40 pounds or something. You'd think I could outsprint him, but you know, he's 40 years or 35 years younger than me.
Yeah, those youngsters, they got a lot of raw power over. I mean, you the older we are, the more endurance we have, but raw power, the youngsters have it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in the race overall, but it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. It was an exciting race because of the first 3 hills. Probably not so exciting after that, but certainly the start was exciting. It's the start and the end, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea of that because it kind of spaces people out better, and then you got tactics on the flats and stuff. I'd like to do that again.
Yeah, what you need is everyone in the group that you're in to be communicating, but you don't have that. If you had that, then you'd all work together and you'd probably catch that front group.
Yeah, we swallowed a few stragglers, like about 4 or 5 people that were on their own, like Nick Keat and a couple others.
Yeah, we pretty much. It sounds like we had a fairly similar ride. I mean, all except for the fact that I was in the group that I was in. I was not doing any work at all, which was my plan because I wanted to kind of win that group sprint, which I did fairly well at. So yeah, so we had a similar ride, except you wanted to work and I didn't.
Yeah, I did some work. I get up there to take a pull. I'm only up there like 5 seconds, and somebody's momentum will bring them in front of me. So then I'm hardly get a good, 10 seconds worth of a pull.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. I guess that's how it is really. That's how it should be. I mean, saying that, I did actually do some work, and when we joined another group up front, so we doubled our size pretty much. And that took a bit of work from the group, so that was good. We was about 20-30 seconds behind them, did some work which I helped with. I think I did about 3 turns on the front, hard turns as well, so we pulled them back. But then after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm sitting on the back of this now.
Yeah, near the beginning, there was a group, about the size of our group that was ahead of us, and I helped push the pace to get us to merge the groups. So that All right, well, I'm out of here. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, Howie. Take it easy, bud.
Yeah, nice chatting.
Yeah, see you later, buddy. Okay. All right. How do I? Okay, that'd be good if I could. Actually, right, guys. Sorry, I forgot you was all still here. Sorry for boring you with the end of this live stream, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that race. It's probably a little bit boring to watch. 17th, thanks, Nick. Yeah, well, I felt, Nick. Sorry for seeing this a little bit late. I don't know when you said that, mate, but because I was looking at, I don't know what I was looking at, but something else. Yeah, I felt pretty good. I mean, I should feel good because I was sitting on the back of that group most of the way, so it's conserving my energy. I fancied a longer attack, so I think I went about 700 to 800 meters. I couldn't get Thank you. I couldn't get in the right gear to really punch through that initial sprint. Therefore, I got like a second or 2 seconds. But it wasn't the gap that I wanted to get. I wanted to get a little bit more, but never mind. Never mind. We'll do that another time. I was just looking at the leaderboard on Zwift. It says A. Robinson just took a jersey on the 23rd Street crime or something.
Right on.
Excuse me. Right, I'm going to leave it there. 17th on Zwift Power. I don't know where that is overall, but I'm kind of meh with that. You know what I mean? It was I could have done better. The fact that it didn't shift in a big ring kind of annoyed me. I guess I'll never know, because I felt I was kind of dying at that stage. I do admit, but I didn't need that. Anyway, all good, guys. I shall probably see you on Friday. I've got some new cameras out on the road bike, so I'll probably go out for a long few rides this week, and I'll be back racing on Friday. So tune in then, 7 PM Friday, and yeah, peace.